A few weeks ago this C34 broke down when the front axle locked while the vehicle was travelling and the ESC blew as a result. After a couple of weeks the parts have arrived. Let's get the vehicle out of the way and go over to the bench and have a look at them. So we've got two full metal drive shafts, and here's the ESC. Of all the RC cars I've ever worked on, or even looked at, I must say the WPL C34 seems to have the most elusive ESC. At first I tried to gain access from above. It soon became apparent, however, that this panel can't come out upwards because of the presence of these two tabs. So I turned the vehicle over. It seemed to me that the simplest thing to do would be to whip the front axle off. So with that done, I started trying to set about removing this plate, which I believe to be the mount for the servo. The plate's retained by 4 screws which go through the chassis legs. I've removed those and am now at a loss as to what to do next because I can't get the plate off. I've been fiddling and struggling to remove this thing. Frustratingly, I can actually see my ESC tucked up behind it, but I cannot work out how to get it off. I've removed every fixing, every fastener that could possibly have a bearing on it, and yet it won't come off. So, as I'm starting to think about the Dremel, and that means I must be getting cross, it's time to stop and think. Well, I'm glad I took my own advice there. Instead of rushing in willy-nilly with the hacksaws and the chisels, I went away, sat down, calmed down, let my anger dissipate, and then I took up my Dremel and cut the top off that annoying plastic part that was so bugging me. Here then we can see the servo and the ESC in all their glory. The ESC itself seems to be glued in, so I'll have to see if I can prise that apart and then find a way to sort out how I'm going to pull the wires through. Right, it's done, and I think it's going to work. Let's just check. Brilliant. Right, let's fit the new front prop shaft. Okay, this is the rear prop shaft, and this is the front one I've just installed. Right, let's see if we have four-wheel drive again. Well, that is satisfying. Good. Let's go and play with it.